the guilt on some of the things we say. And this is, what about when they live, is so horrible. And there are things that my family said to me that the next day they woke up in terror. Oh my goodness, I got to take it back. The things that exist in these families, it's so rough. So what can I say to convince them? Good luck. Because if it comes from you, you are already susceptible. I guarantee you that no matter what you intend, you will leave that conversation with your loved one feeling either hope or guilt or sympathy or fear. I'll give you an example of the hope hijack. We call it the handshake. It's at another company. Sometimes we'll have people that call looking for help for their loved ones and things like that. So we'll have a dad who calls, and he says this. He says, I just found out my loved one is addicted to drugs. How did I find out? I found him dying on my bathroom floor with a needle in his arm. I didn't know he was on heroin. I didn't know. And we brought him back to life. The EMTs, they helped him. And thank God he's okay for right now, but he's in the hospital. Okay, and I talked to Dad about if he's willing, there are treatment options. If he's not so willing, there's intervention. And we talk for a long time. And he listens to what I say and he agrees. And then I don't talk to him for a day or two. And I reach back out to him and he says, thank you so much for spending all that time with me. I had such a thank you, or it was such a terrible thing, and you were very, very helpful. It was very nice, thank you. And I say, okay, well, is he going to treatment? And they go, oh no, he doesn't need treatment. And I say, well, if he doesn't want to go to treatment, what about like an intervention? Oh no. And he says, that might be appropriate for some of the types of clients that you have, but my son's different. He's good in sports, he's top of his class. He's not like probably a lot of the other ones. I talked to my son, and he admits that he screwed up big time. He was just playing around, and he had used once or twice, got with some wrong kids. But man, I was there in the hospital, and he knows he screwed up. And he looked me in the eye, and he swore on his nana's grave. And he shook my hands, and he said, Dad, I'll never do it again. And we call it the handshake. And the handshake has now replaced treatment, recovery, therapy, or anything. And it's not that this is a bad dad. This is a dad who so desperately needs to know that tomorrow will be a better day, that even though all the evidence to the contrary says otherwise, he will bend and replace all this treatment and recovery with just a handshake. So the emotions that exist in a family system are so crazy, and all this. Here's another example. I'm 19 years old, and I had this little girlfriend. Her name was Dawn. She was a young little girl, and 17 or something. I'm 19, and we were supposed to meet at this party, and we were drinking and stuff like that. And she never showed up. And there was a friend of hers, and I was drinking, and her friend looked pretty good. I drank too much. The next thing you know, I was kissing on her friend. Now, Facebook was not around, thank goodness. Instagram. So there was a few hours delay. And I stumbled home at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I went to bed, and I got woke up to getting my butt beat by a girl about this big. You ever get woke up to getting your butt beat? I did. Holy crap, was it bad.